Hello and welcome to another update video about Rune. Rune has decided which of the two wave counts it wants to take. The blue one has been taken off the chart because the micro support at, I think it was $5 and, no, where were we? $6 or something, I don't know. It broke. So anyway, I took that out earlier today. And therefore we are still in an overall bullish scenario, but we are now likely targeting round about $4.66 next. That's sort of my temporary target until I have a little bit more price structure to work with. And then I'm going to give a more clear target for this current pullback. Rune still has a lot of space it can use in this current correction. And the idea is that a third wave topped here around the 16th of November. We moved down in an A wave, overshooting B wave, and we're now coming down in the C wave. The 100% extension level of the A wave already points here to $5.35. So I would watch for a bit of a reaction there, not necessarily for a turnaround, but it's possible. I mean, you need to consider that when we have an overshooting B wave, the C wave doesn't need to go below the low of the A, even though it would be preferred usually, but it doesn't need to. That's what the 100% extension level is for. It's a clear target in these corrections. But yeah, typically the C wave would be a little bit longer. So ideally this is now moving in the third wave of the C wave. Again, these are the fib extensions, okay, projections between 5.35 and 4.42. The $4.42 level is the 1.618 extension of the A wave. I mean, that's going to be a key level, I would assume. Together with the 1.38 here at 476. So there is a lot of confluence, that's what I want to communicate, around that 23.6 Fibonacci level, which is at $4.66. We've got 442 and 476 just sort of in the same neighborhood, okay? And the pathway here ideally suggests that we've seen a wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the upside in wave C. The wave 3 is now running with that strong move down, then ideally another 4 and 5. So we've got a bit of a correction going on here. But again, as I mentioned before, if micro support of the blue wave count breaks, then we are likely coming down into this box. Okay, so we've got here the larger support area for this fourth wave, and there is nothing bearish about this chart until we break below $3.13. That's the 50% retracement level of the length of the third wave. And that's really the key level here for a fourth wave. Anything below that would be unreliable as a fourth wave. I would have to take a more bearish perspective, but until then, it's simply, following the still bullish, but obviously short-term, you could say short-term bearish wave count, but still bullish because this is seen currently only as a wave 4 pullback. Yeah. Now looking at some of the indicators, looking at the 4-hour chart, so you see that we're not yet oversold. There are also no bullish divergences building. So that suggests we could still go a little lower, but that's only the 4-hour chart. So the daily is normally more meaningful. This suggests that we still have a little bit of space here, obviously, yeah, actually quite a bit of space. So we've really only entered that area below 50, basically you could say the bearish range. And I would assume, yeah, that is following through here. And then we'll see how it reacts to the area around $4.67. Also on the MACD, we have negative momentum now increase. So absolutely no signal that a low is in place. Also shows a bullish engulfing candle, not bullish, bearish engulfing candle. However, these are really only valid after the daily candle close. But it suggests here that the price is coming down a little further. This is the 1-hour chart. I really cannot give you a more clear micro structure. But to me, it's, well, maybe this was the top of the two actually. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave 3. Then another 4 and a 5. Just to give you a bit of a roadmap here. So we'll see. What you need to remember is that these pullbacks here, yeah, they can obviously turn into, and what I have labeled here as ABC structure in a wave 4. Eventually what could happen is that this is just the A wave. We're going to do a more pronounced B and then come down in C. And it can take, weeks and weeks and weeks. So I just want to make sure that you understand that crypto corrections are oftentimes very frustrating because the trends are usually so strong and then the corrections take a long time to complete. But we'll see. That's sort of at the moment, that should give you all the levels to watch at the moment. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.